Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's video I'm going to be doing a summer pop of color type of tutorial. This is a look that I really like to see in the summertime because it's very simple, but it also has a couple pops of color, so it's easy to achieve and it's not super bold or anything like that in my opinion. I am going to play around with a couple new products that I have. I will tell you what is what as I'm going through. To start, I did go ahead and fill in my eyebrows with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I am going to set it with a new brow product, and that is the NYX Bear With Me Brow Setter. It is the one with the cannabis seed oil in it. I don't know that that's a perk or anything. I have tried this a couple times, and so far I think it's alright. It does have a little bit of like a white cast in it, which I think is weird, but it does get the job done and it seems to set pretty decent. I do like a fluffier looking brow, so I am going to kind of just comb the hairs up. So now I'm going to go in with primer, and I am going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I am late to the putty primer game, so I did want to go ahead and try this out. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my finger, and then I'm going to press this into the T-zone area where I do have the most pores and lines that need filled. I have used this once before, and it wasn't a gigantic fan. Like, I didn't notice it doing a whole lot, so I am going to try it some more and see what I think about it then. So now I am going to be going in with some concealer. I am not going to be doing foundation today, and I'm going to go into my Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C6. And then I'm going to blend with my Wet n Wild sponge. All of my concealer shades are now too light for me now that summer is here, so bear with me. I'm going to probably have to put on a lot of bronzer today and order some new concealers in shades that will match. May or may not have just used too much on my forehead, but that's okay. Yeah, I look kind of ghostly in the camera now. So I have pretty large pores in this area of my face, and I don't think that that filled it at all. So my impressions of the e.l.f. Putty Primer as of now, I don't like it. I don't think it does a lot. We'll see how the longevity of it runs with this look today. So now that I have all of the concealer down, I am going to go in with another new product, and this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I have mine in the shade Butter. I have used this product as well, but only one time, and I don't know that I like this product either. It's that weird silica kind of slippery, silky powder, that one Makeup Forever powder, and I don't know. I just don't really like that. I think it accentuates texture and everything on my face, but I am going to give it its fair shot. So I'm just going to go in with a brush and then just lightly set the under eye area with this. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder and just put that on the outer perimeter of the face. As of now, I don't think the Fenty powder looks bad. Like, it doesn't look bad with this concealer and everything today. And I can't remember what I used the last time I used it, but it did not look great. It clung to a lot of places right here on my cheek that I had at the time, and it just was not very flattering. But we will continue to use it and see how it performs later on. I am not going to contour today, I'm just going to bronze. And to bronze, I am using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is the shimmery variation. And I'm just going to apply that to the lower end of the cheekbones, the forehead, and probably a little bit on the jawline, as well as along the top of the nose, where the sun would naturally hit my face. I'm going to take just a little bit of butter bronzer. This is just the shade bronzer, I believe, yes. And I'm just going to add just a little more, just to, I don't know, add a little more. Since this foundation, or I mean concealer, was a little light, I just want to add a little bit more color back to the face. So I'm going to go in with the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. It is a like peachy shimmery shade. And this is just going to add a little bit more glow to the cheeks, which I think is perfect for summer. So now I'm going to highlight, and I am going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amerezy Highlighter. And I'm just going to apply this to the tops of the cheekbones, down the nose, and the Cupid's bow. For the eyes today, I am using some Makeup Geek eyeshadows. These are the ones that I will be using today, and I will tell you what they are as I am using them. So going into the shade Beaches and Cream, I'm just going to lightly set the lids just to give a nice neutral even base. Now lightly going into the shade Buffed, I'm just going to take this into the crease in the outer V, and I'm going to kind of do it haphazardly, like I don't really care how far in it goes. With that same brush going into the shade Tan Lines, I'm just going to do the same thing, but I don't want to take it in as far. I do want to keep this a little bit further out. But once again, just kind of blending it a little haphazardly. Now lightly going into the shade Rapunzel, I just want to lightly put this on the inner half of the eye just to give it a little bit of a sheen. Now taking a little angled brush and going into the shade Dark Roast, I am going to very lightly line just the lash line. I'm going to stop where the lashes do. So if you follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, you will see that I really love plants. Like it's become a hobby of mine, like houseplants. And where Raw Beauty Christy and her husband are doing a new channel called The Sweet Life of Zach and Christy, and they're like showing their gardening process and stuff. It's really inspired me to kind of get more into my plants and learn more about them and all of that good stuff. I was going to do a video about my plants, and I did an Instagram poll to see if people were interested in that. And as of now, I do have a couple more hours on that poll. The votes are leaning toward yes. So I'm really excited to do that because I do love talking about makeup. But as a whole, makeup is really expensive, and I don't really want to keep buying it just for reviews and stuff. So I do want to kind of branch out and do more things on my channel that are still very me and pertain to my interests and stuff. I do want to kind of branch out and do some more things on my channel that make me happy. So I am planning on doing a plant breakdown video. I do want to kind of get all of my ducks in a row and kind of get all of the information about my plants that I can, so I am informational about it as well. And for future reference, I am by no means a plant expert. I am very new to the whole houseplant thing, but I do really love all of my plants, so you should definitely check out my Instagram and see my plants because they're my babies and I love them. So I did go ahead and tight line the top lashes, and I am going to put a colorful liner in my waterline, and this is the NYX Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Aqua Green. So I'm just going to take this and run it on the inner waterline. So now with a pointed pencil brush, I am going to go into a little bit of the shade Peacock, and I'm going to run this along the lower lash line, stopping like right at the outside of my iris. And so now going into the shimmery shade called Mermaid, which is fitting for any summer look, I am then going to just top that shade off with the shimmer. I'm going to take a small brush and then just blend that out a little bit so it's not as harsh. So this got a lot thicker down here than I wanted it to. And I did accidentally kind of get it up here a little bit, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of do the same thing and make it kind of like a wing of some sort coming from the bottom half of the eye. It looks a little bit interesting, right? Right? Tell me I'm cool. So now I'm going to go into the shade Artemis, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corners of the eyes and a little bit on the brow bone as well. So now I'm going to put on my mascara and we'll be right back. So I did go ahead and put on my mascara, top and bottom. So I'm going to finish this look off with the lip, and the lip is also going to be a pop of color. And this is the NYX Lip Tease in the shade Breezy. It's a really cool coral lip. I love the combination of coral and blue together. I think they just look really pretty and really fresh for the summertime. So let's go ahead and apply that. Will have my mirror pulled in kind of close, so I do apologize that you can see it. So this has been my summer pop of color tutorial. I really love the way that the coral and the blue look together, and I still think that this is a pretty wearable look as far as pops of color go. It's not too crazy, but it has just the right amount of drama for a summer bash or just because you want to wear some color. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.